the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Trustee Burkini, will you please read the land acknowledgement?
The Pacifica School District acknowledges that we gather on the unceded ancestral homelands of the Ramaytush Ohlone
Recording
people.
in progress.
As guests, we humbly extend our gratitude to the Ramaytush Ohlone elders and community. We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First Peoples. As the original stewards of this land, the Ramaytush Ohlone understand the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of maintaining harmony with nature. Likewise, Pacifica School District commits to teaching our school community how to be responsible stewards of this land.
Thank you. Barbara, will you take the roll call?
Yes. Trustee Vidal.
Here.
Trustee Burkini.
Here.
Trustee Doggett.
Here.
Trustee Patel.
Here.
Trustee Villalobos. Here.
Thank you. The district digitally records the audio portion of the meeting. All recordings are kept in the superintendent's office for 30 days and are available during that time period for inspection by members of the public on district equipment without charge. In-person speakers wishing to address the board on agenda or non-agenda items, please complete a request card with your name, address, and the item number and submit it to the board president or superintendent. You will be called to address the board and may speak for up to 3 minutes. Virtual speakers wishing to address the board on the agenda items or non-agenda items, please submit your first and last name and the agenda item you wish to speak on in the Q&A area of the webinar. Please do not submit comments or questions in the Q&A area. You will be called to address the board. Your microphone will be unmuted and you may speak for up to 3 minutes. After you have spoken, your microphone will be muted. Right. The board met in closed session earlier regarding conference with labor negotiator, agency negotiator, CSEA, California School Employees Association, and LSEA, Laguna Salada Education Association, and LSMA, Laguna Salada Management Association. The board took no action. All right. So, next up, approval of the minutes from April 27th, 2022. Do you want to?
And are there any questions about the minutes? We have a motion to, oh, no, I'm stepping on your table.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the minutes of April 27th, 2022?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Barbara, will you take the vote, please?
Yes. All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes 5-0. Thank you.
And now we have approval of the minutes for May 11th, 2022. Any questions or? All right, do we have a motion to approve the minutes of May 11th, 2022 special meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve minutes of May 11th, 2022.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Barbara, will you take the vote, please?
Yes, of course. All in favor, please raise your hands. Motion passes 5-0. Thank you.
Approval of the agenda and consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda will be approved with one motion, which is not debatable and requires a unanimous vote for passage. If any member of the board, superintendent, or public so requests, any item shall be removed from this section and placed in the regular order of business following approval of the consent agenda. Are there any questions regarding the agenda and consent agenda? And do I have a motion to approve the agenda and consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda and consent agenda.
And do I have a second?
I'll second.
Barbara, will you take the vote, please?
Yes. All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes 5-0. Thank you.
All right. Communications. Speakers wishing to address the board on agenda items or non-agenda items, please submit your first and last name and agenda item you wish to speak on in the Q&A area of the webinar. Please do not submit comments or questions in the Q&A area. You will be called to address the board. Your microphone will be unmuted and you may speak for up to 3 minutes. After you have spoken, your microphone will be muted. First up is LSEA.
Hang on 1 second. Am I elevating? Josie, am I elevating Megan?
Let me do that.
Okay. Megan Ellsberg of LSCA. I can do it.
I got it.
Okay. Hi, Megan.
Hello? Just throw this on. Today we had a useful bargaining session. LSCA is hopeful for a final agreement at our next session on June 2nd. Tonight's agenda seems quite celebratory. Thank you, PEF, for all your work supporting our students and enriching their experience in Pacifica schools. Our Elna Flynn volunteers continue to volunteer their time even through the pandemic. We also celebrate our LSCA retirees, Ken Tin and Debbie Little. We thank Ken for his years of service as a teacher in PSD at IBL. We know he will enjoy time with his family and perhaps he'll dabble in some subbing. Debbie Little retired at the start of this school year. LSCA leadership has especially missed her presence and input at our union meetings. We know she is enjoying retirement with much fun ahead. This is our last board meeting before we break for summer. A majority of our members have the daunting task of packing up their valuables and vacating their classrooms on the last day of school. We hope all the work in the school buildings this summer is done seamlessly so that teachers can use the time after the August 13th move-in to prepare their rooms and curriculum for the first day of school. We are all deserving of a good summer break, and LSCA is hopeful we have more to celebrate after our final negotiation session of this school year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, CSEA.
We're going to elevate Nicole Sayers.
I've done that. She should be.
Hello, my name is Nicole Sayers. I'm president of CSEA Chapter 128. Today, I want you to know that our Above and Beyond Awards for April went to Tiffany Hanna and Tanisha Kavanaugh. Tiffany is the secretary at Ortega School, and when you go there, she's the one who's running around doing 100 things at one time. She rarely sits down. She answers the phones, welcomes the guests, deals with student issues, and continues to complete her regular daily work. She is a powerhouse and keeps the Ortega office running. Tanisha Kavanaugh is Ortega's school assistant. She and Tiffany are a team that cannot be beat. Tanisha is also busy with phones, student issues, lunch duties, recess duties, and much more. Both of them have been employed since 2019 and are a huge asset to the Pacifica School District. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to visit a few school sites with my CSEA Labor Relations representative, Dustin Pentond. Our mission was to encourage members to join the union. While I spoke to these people, I asked them if they were receiving the emails that we send out monthly. Most of the responses I received were, "Oh, no, I don't even look at my emails," or, "Oh, I never even open my computer," or, "I have to get my kids to get me on when I want to use it." So this made me reflect on what I spoke about last month, the fact that many of our members do not need to use a computer or Chromebook to do their jobs. They don't check their email daily. What they need is additional training on computer literacy. I'm actually guessing that a number of employees who call in sick rely on the secretary to put the absence into the frontline system for them, but that's not part of the secretary's job. It's also possible that these people are calling in sick and not reporting it at all because they don't know how to, so the district may be paying them thinking that they are at work when they're not. So I again ask the district to consider training our CSEA members on computer skills before transitioning the